There with Andrew Wiggins. Well, certainly some names on the floor, Greg, that we've seen in the NBA for many years. That in consideration, what kind of game can we expect with the grizzled group on the floor?
And Kevin, these types of games tend to be kind of methodical. Vets aren't afraid to give the ball up for a better look, and we should see a clean game here tonight.
And they pick up 2.
I know you want to focus on the shooting with Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
Now here's Connaughton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lopez outside. Offline with his 3. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Green. No good on the shot. Giannis with some nice D. And there's the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
The Bucks working the ball around. There's Lopez with the 3. And Curry pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the new CBA challenging the top spending teams, Brent. That certainly affects the Warriors, doesn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, the roster is not getting any younger, but it's getting more expensive. So to sustain that kind of payroll, especially with the way the tax system is set up, it's something the Warriors are just going to have to deal with at some point and make some very critical decisions around what this roster is going to look like.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by Draymond Green. Shots good by Middleton.
So crafty with the ball. Middleton really hard to distract as a defender.
Outside Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
And the basket by Curry.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard looking around. Feeds to Middleton. Here's Lopez. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So that's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Malik Beasley in for Pat Connaughton. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Johnson, the pass to Looney. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And Looney's a guy you can rely on both ends of the floor.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Giannis. Beasley with a clean look and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry against Lillard. Curry kicks to Thompson. From 11 feet away, basket counts.
That's a shot Klay Thompson is very capable of making.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Nobody near Lillard. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You need to see him give up in that situation.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Middleton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. Now, Brent, when it comes to Portis, his duties have increased over the years.
And that has a lot to do, Kevin, with the defense.
And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
And the Warriors with some changes. Kuminga's come in for Andrew Wiggins. Gary Payton comes in for Klay Thompson. And Paul subbed in for Curry. The Bucks also with the sub. Crowder, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Greg, with the coaching changes in Milwaukee, where are they looking for improvement?
Well, Kevin, they've been dominant in the regular season, but the playoffs require adjustments. That chess match is where they hope to improve.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pocket 6 to the middle. Here's Looney. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Milwaukee leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Paul passes to Johnson. Kept alive. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
And Giannis throwing his body in there and gets rewarded.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bucks ahead. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Damian Lillard out there with Pat Connaughton. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3 spot. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics looked like he was on a mission. He scored 35 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Most of the regular season now, Brent, is in the books as we close in on the playoffs for the players. What is this journey like, an NBA season like for a guy that plays?
You know, Kevin, it's just so taxing to get through a year. The emotions of the year, when you're playing well and you're struggling or you're getting along with your coaches and your teammates, How's the travel schedule been? Have you been dealing with injuries? I mean, all of these things will test your mental and physical fortitude. But I'll tell you what, there's great reward when you get done with any particular year.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Thompson comes in for Peyton. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Chris Paul. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. The pass to Connaughton. Good D by Thompson.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And you think about Klay Thompson's career, Brent, an incredibly resilient player. Look at all he's overcome.
When you think about those injury cards dealt out to Klay, well, here's an ACL. Not only that, he gets the Achilles card. So he did it twice, and he continues to play at a high level.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
That free throw missing. And what a stretch it's been, Brent, for this Milwaukee franchise. All started by the drafting of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, just identifying him is one thing, Kevin. You got to also acknowledge the work that Giannis has put in. After that, they have done a great job of building around him. Had that not been the case in Milwaukee, you have to wonder whether he would have re-upped and signed that extension with the Bucks to continue his career here. What would have happened in free agency?
Shot to stop the run. Beauchamp misses. Warriors leading by 3. To the paint, kicks it out to Johnson from downtown, knocks down the 3 ball. Johnson's got a pair of triples in the second half for the Warriors.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Milwaukee on top as they end the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The championship core of the Warriors is out there. Curry and Thompson the backcourt with Green working at power forward. Wiggins is out there with Johnson. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Now, culture is thrown around a lot in the NBA, but the Warriors team has it in spades, and Kevon Looney says the way we play is the way the locker room is. It's fast, loose, and disciplined. As long as you work, you're able to enjoy what you're doing. Everyone has input, and I think the biggest thing with our culture is we always talk about playing with joy. Kevin?
And they do. Love it, David. Good stuff. Thank you so much. 3-pointer. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. 3-pointer, Lillard hands it from downtown. Lillard's got the lead back up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
And now a veteran in the NBA. You get the feeling every season is important to Dame Lillard.
Yeah, but I get the feeling, Greg, that it's just not enough. These individual accolades and these high-scoring seasons. Dame Lillard wants to play in competitive basketball late into June. So it's going to be about championships for him moving forward.
Green against Giannis. Shot clock at 5. Against contact. Giannis Antetokounmpo forces it through.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Lillard into the lane, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
With the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst.
Curry kicks to Green. Here's Johnson. Outside for Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Green bounce pass. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. Johnson outside. Pass to Thompson. Now Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And a classic, the bank shot. Very popular at one time. Brent, what happened to it?
Well, I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball. But guys really just don't get the ball in position. They're going to use a good angle off the glass. Those are usually mid-range shots. How many of those do you see?
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Gary Payton is checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Paul in for Curry. Warriors trail by 3. Johnson inside. Defended by Portis. Johnson surveying the floor. To the wing on the left. Looney passes to Kuminga. For the tie. Paul can't get it to go.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. And as we march through the end of March, a chance now to look through the power rankings. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Lillard. That shot missing. Paul with the defensive effort. And it's Paul with the ball for the Warriors. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Gary Payton II.
That's good from Payton. 24 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Lillard against Paul. They need this. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Portis.
Finishing in traffic, it's something you want your point guard to be able to do, and Damian Lillard can do that.
Johnson, good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Lillard on the bench, this is who Adrian Griffin has out there. Middleton and Giannis slot in at the small and power forward. Pat Connaughton is out there with Malik Beasley, and it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Passes it to Connaughton. Beasley outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 7. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Connaughton against Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Green. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
A tough shot from Draymond Green, but he brings this out of his squad and frustrates the opponent.
Middleton looking it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. Warriors with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Antetokounmpo against Green. And that one's good by Giannis.
And Giannis always plays at a high level, but feels like he's kicking it up a notch here.
On the wing, Thompson. Down low, Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And Beasley at 6'4", able to rise up and throw it down.
Johnson outside. Paul outside. Johnson up top. Lopez covering. Johnson can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Inside, the kick out to Lopez. Pass to Beasley.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Middleton outside. The high post shot. No good on that one. Warriors leading by 12. Paul outside. The dish to Johnson. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And Green with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Right, that's done. So, what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're up by 12. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Curry finds Green. Back to Curry. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Johnson.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 14. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Johnson. Outside Curry. Kicks it out to Johnson. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.